it up again, Angie Humberson. It was automatic when I wrote it originally, federal and state application. We need to bring people back into society, not keep keeping them out. So we need lots of social justice reform. I know you're looking at the DA's race as well, so I know Bob Langford is working on that part of it. But it's about making sure that we're building a community. I want a Nevada that works for everybody, not just a privileged few. There's just people that are interconnected and they're anointed and they don't represent us. And I say us because I'm one of you. I picket, I walk, I'm going to go door to door here shortly. But I love Plan. I've been a member for years, tried to support them for years, and that helps bring all of you out here. I don't know what the rules are, but if you can get registered to vote, do so. You can't vote in both states, of course, but if you're not voting, you can still walk in and register to vote at the county, at the government center, or at Drake Street in North Las Vegas. So thank you for going door to door today. I'm going to learn later about how to use the little iPad thingies. I used paper today. Sorry about that. I'm killing a tree. Normally I'm a conservationist. So I'm all about community, culture, cultural arts, and making sure that we have that available. Kids, parents, bringing people together. And so that's who I am, and I appreciate you going out. Go door to door for me. Thank you. It's about bringing people back in. Reenfranchisement is huge. It's Black and Hispanic males mostly, and marijuana law. And so part of what I want to do when I'm governor is go through our prison system and see if the people still hanging in there that were busted for marijuana use. Right. Sitting in prison and waiting that part of it. So there's a lot of things that we can still do. So I look forward to that. Thank you. Thank you.
YouTube. You see what it says there? Primary election. And that's what this is about. This isn't about me. This may be our next elected official interviewing me. But honestly, this is all about him. I didn't want to make this about me because we need to get out there and vote for this young dude. And this is what we talked about today.
Hey, we are in the building. Count time. Get on your racks. We are back at Count Time Podcast. I have a special guest with me. Can you please introduce yourself, brother?
Greetings. I hope everybody ain't on here because they out to vote right now, but my name is Frank Lewis, and that's author Frank Lewis, the author of The Journey of Domestic Violence. Frank Lewis, the author. Y'all got me live, so I have to prepare myself. My name is Frank Antoine Lewis, and the title of the book is The Journey of Frank Antoine Lewis, Product of Domestic Violence, book number 1.
Product of Domestic Violence. That is an interesting title. First of all, I want to salute you for being an author, for being a creator. You know, sometimes we grow up and the stigma of what a black man is, we don't think about, we could be an author, we could be a teacher, we could be a businessman, we could be a lawyer. So I want to salute you for writing your book, and that's big. You manifest your words into a physical thing, and I just want to know what inspired you to get a book and name it The Product of Domestic Violence.
Deep. And it ties in with your campaign run with the mental health issues, because I'm 43 years old. So in 1989 and 88, as a child, witnessing domestic violence in my home between my mother and father, there was no kind of training. There wasn't even a name domestic violence. That was like till after O.J. Simpson came along that they really started to focus more on that. But at this time, my father was addicted to crack as well as my mom. And them having this drug addiction, and Nancy Reagan was just starting her DARE program to try to get rid of these issues. So there was no resources to help us.
What we need is more of that street justice. Amen to that.
On Highway 19, about 10:30 Sunday night, Schwerner, Goodman, and Cheney were pulled over for speeding by Deputy Sheriff Cecil Parmenter, reputed to be a Klan member.
Nothing scares white people more than black people voting. You remember
Hear
what I
that.
said about the black gangster?
However, advice doesn't always have the power of influence. We have to then make sure that we have oversight. Oversight with the capacity and ability to make change and hold accountable. Because law enforcement is heavily protected. The police officers' bill of rights, I need y'all to understand, they got more rights than we do as citizens of the United States of America. It's a stupid, scary thing. Spend some time looking at it. Go ahead.
Hello everybody, my name is John Johnson and I'm actually an advisor to Councilman Isaac Barone. I've been working with Councilman Barone since he was first elected in 2013. So I do want to answer the first question I believe you asked, which was, would you ask an elected official when it comes to policing or the police department? You can ask me. They have direct oversight. Have you ever heard the term the power of the purse? They have the power of the purse when it comes to the police department. They hire and fire. They just hired their chief, who was a black woman, who was a deputy chief, and then they just hired their chief of their assistant chief.
Let me ask a question just for me, based on what you're saying, because I want to make sure I understand. So you're saying city council
Correct.
hired? It wasn't the city manager? Okay, so the city manager doesn't have the hire and fire power. It's city council.
It's the city council.
Gotcha. Okay, keep going.
So, when you talk about issues when it comes to the police department, your city councilman is the person you need to talk to, first thing. Second thing, to answer your question, because I believe you said, there were shoes outside downfield over there. City of Louisiana. So, the issue that we have here in North Carolina is that we don't have enough police officers to patrol the street. And there's a two-part issue with that, is the pay scale as well as the application process. They have one of the strictest application processes. In fact, Councilman Barone, if you call, his phone number is on the website, like his cell phone. If you call and ask him, be like, hey, John was telling me about the story when he was trying to be hired for Grandma Davis. She had experience in another law enforcement.
As to whether that's something, and if it's something they can defend, then immediately you see a public relations release telling you every negative fact that they can find about the deceased, right? As though the fact that he had used marijuana 2 years ago in high school had anything to do with why he was shot that night.
Say false. Say false.
False.
Narrative.
Narrative.
That's a narrative that is being created by media intentionally, by invisible power, in order to deflect what's happening so that you look at what is happening that's giving you its false narrative. They're painting the picture. One says, I want to let him finish.
That's the reason Kevin left.
I understand that you're a fan of Mr. Mr. McMahon.
Okay, yeah,
And
but-
I will go ahead and say that I voted for him today, but not because I'm supportive of the man. I just recognize him as the least of the three evils.
Right, okay, right, but I'm saying, what you're saying is so very correct. I'm saying that he wasn't the head man.
Certainly not, but he was an undersheriff.
He's undersheriff.
And certainly he knew who the head man was
You know,
and what the
that-
policies were
right.
within the
And so
district.
some things that was going down, that they just got next to, so he left.
Which brings me to my next point. So let me close with this. Once a journal
Cause
affairs
an
is
argument.
as to who they will defend successfully and who they will abandon, which are the exceptions where you see them prosecuted, it returns to business as normal. It's very difficult to change policy in this metric. And the reason why I have such a skeptical, I'll even go so far as to say negative view of the agency, is because the narrative that, it's a few bad apples, is a false one. It's misleading. And the reason being is not that I think, but to the extent that you know that you have miscreants amongst you and you do not report them, you betray the community in favor of the
cover up.
the thin blue line, right? And we cannot have trust with a law enforcement agency that is not willing to police its own. And since I cannot trust them to police its own, I agree with this man that we have to have some sort of citizen accountability.
And they do have a citizen board.